how often in life do we make assumptions about what we can and cannot do? Assumptions that hold us back from getting to that total efficiency, that place where we know we're meant to be, where our lives are supposed to be working better for us. How often does that happen to us? We put limitations on ourselves. I didn't tell you not to get out of your seats. What I did was, you were probably thrown off because I said listen carefully. But so many times in life we say, you know, I'm not going to start my own business because I'm assuming I have to have $10,000 in the bank account first. I'm not going to leave that deadbeat person that I'm dating because I'm assuming that being lonely is a bad thing. I'm not going to go for that job promotion because I don't think I yet have the qualifications. And on and on and on. Absolutely. In fact, I've never had someone be dead on like that. Here you go. Nice presentation. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Okay. So guys, see what happens when you volunteer and participate? Christmas tends to come early. Okay. So that was an important exercise. We make assumptions. No one said sit in your seats. No one said don't come up here and take the blindfold off. And the important thing is, this blindfold represents our excuses. You know, until we remove this blindfold, we aren't seeing things clearly. Raise your hand if you've ever been a participant, you've ever watched a sports game, either physically or on TV. Raise your hand if you're a sports fan. Okay? All of us, most of us. It's always the odd one out. Well, you know, I have to confess that I shouldn't say I should confess, because it's a good thing. I played tennis for 16 years of my life. And Serena Williams is my biggest, the one that I watch the most. Serena Williams recently went through a lot of hardship in her life and came out on top to actually make it to the US Open Women's Final just a couple of months ago. She had beaten everyone in the field as if they hadn't even been practicing, and she gets to the final. And I'm sitting here watching Serena in this match, and first of all, she seemed very lethargic. She didn't come with her full energy. And in the middle of the match, she starts to hurl a bunch of insults for the second time at the umpire. And you could tell that it threw her off her mental game completely. Here I am sitting down watching Serena, shouting and telling her bend your knees and do all this, and you know, I'm yelling and screaming. How often have we yelled and screamed at our sports, the person that we want to win? But the point is, for as long as we remain in the stands of our lives and not on the court, we have absolutely no say in the outcome. No control whatsoever. No matter how much yelling and screaming I did at Serena Williams, it wasn't going to cause her to win the match. And the same thing in our lives. When we sit in the stands of our lives and talk about what we will do right after all of our right afters, right after I save enough money, I will begin my business. Right after I gain the courage, I'm going to make the lateral move in my company to a different position, a different department. Right after I lose 30 pounds, I'm going to leave that deadbeat guy so that I can be more desirable to other people in the marketplace. Okay, ladies? And the point is, that's not what we should be doing. But when we are sitting in the stands of our lives, we have no control, absolutely none. We have what we call an emotional investment, right? I was emotionally invested in Serena winning, but there was no physical commitment. It's so easy to be in the stands, talking about what we would do if we had X, Y, and Z. And until we physically get on the court, that's when we find ourselves in a state of burnout, because things are happening and we have no control. If I had the pen, I would have done that. So this blindfold represents the excuses we make every day. If I had this, then I would do that. Right after I do this, that, and the other, then the success I want is going to come to me. But we all know that where physical commitment is necessary and possible, a verbal one alone won't do.